As any new ninth grader will tell you, it's a little bit intimidating to start school at a brand new campus with brand new teachers, brand new hallways to negotiate, and brand new study skills to develop. We are joined today by some students and a facilitator who have tried to make that transition a little bit easier for our freshmen this year. And it kind of arose out of the success of Camp Novus East, which allows our sixth graders a little bit of transition time. Joining us is Deanne Moore, who is, she didn't want me to use transition, but I'll give you her whole title. She is a behavior transition facilitator, but she's also the camp coordinator for Keep Calm and Lead On, which is a new program that our Education Foundation has funded. And also with us today is Eugene Wan, who is a Kingwood Park High School senior and a camp counselor, and a brand new freshman, Danette Hector, who is at Atascocita High School. So we welcome all of you, and we want to hear more about this program to help our new freshmen learn to blend in on the campuses. So tell us a little bit about this camp.
Okay, well, we were really excited with the success of Camp Novus Est. So we thought, how do we help our students who are transitioning from 8th to 9th grade and develop leadership skills? So the focus was a little different. We were looking for the leader within because we know that the most successful high schools have student leadership driving the culture of their schools. So we offered an open access. We had an online application for the first time this year, and we took students from all 5 of our high schools, from middle schools that would be going to those 5 high schools. And they attended a 4-day camp with us. They had Leadership 101, they had Service to Community, and they had a session that really talked about opportunities available to lead on their campus as well. So they learn a little bit more about themselves, how to help out on the high school level, and even in the community.
So Danette, forever now you will enjoy the distinction of being the first class of going through Keep Calm and Lead On. Now that you've made the transition, and it looks like you survived, so you're at AHS as a freshman. When you think back about that 1-week experience this past summer in the program, did it help you? How did it help you? Do you think the transition was easier for you?
I think it was easier because honestly going to the camp, it helped me a lot. I didn't know anything, well I did know about leadership, but it helped explain everything and just get a clear explanation about it. But I loved the camp and it was just a wonderful experience for me.
Well, great. And thanks for doing it.
And Eugene, how do you prepare these incoming freshmen? I mean, it's a little intimidating to start in a new school and where you don't know all of the students.
Yeah, well, I have my own 4 years of experience, so I took what I learned from going to school my 4 years, and I sort of gave them advice. You know, I tell them what clubs to join, fill them in on what our school has to offer, just things like that, and use my own experience to tell them what they can expect in high school.
And what's the most often asked question by an incoming freshman?
Are the classes hard?
And the answer is?
Depends, but it really depends.
He's trying to ease them into it without scaring them.
I want to scare them, yeah.
That's right. Well, tell us, Deanne, how many students took part in this? And is this something that you're going to be doing every year, or do you have to wait for foundation grants every year? How does that work?
Well, we've been really fortunate. This year we started out with 42 campers and 10 counselors. So we had a male and a female counselor from each campus, and that was their group of students. So as Eugene said, he told them what to expect at K Park because that's where he went to school, and that's where they would be going and feeding into. We're hoping to have the camp again next year. We have been quite frugal with some of our funding, so we do have some money left, which will help us fund it. Transportation is our biggest cost factor because we want to provide access and opportunity for all campers. So we provide transportation from every elementary school in our district. So if they can make it to an elementary school, we'll get them to camp.
Wow.
It's great. And Deanne, just share with everyone quickly, so those numbers add to them. Tell us about the participation for Camp Novus Est, the 5th to 6th grade transition.
This year at Camp Novus Est, we had 89 campers and 10 counselors. Every year it's increased in popularity, I think, getting the word out really publicizing the support it can give kiddos as they transition has been huge. So our hopes are that next year, Keep Calm will have about 100 campers. We're going to have 20 per slot, and we're hoping they all come.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And Danette, have any of the kids that you went to camp with now at AHS, do you stay in touch? Have you even seen each other? AHS is a huge school. And what about your counselor?
To be honest, I barely see any of them. I've only seen them once, and that was last week when all of us came together for a little meeting. And my camp counselors, yes, I do see them almost every day. I have lunch with them, and I have passing classes with them, and they just talk to me like a normal freshman would. It's really fun, though.
Oh, great, great.
So as a new freshman, what would your advice be to students who are going to come into high school next year? Because you've experienced a little time now as a freshman.
My advice for them would be, please keep your grades up because they are serious about this stuff. And don't be rude to anyone. Keep your leadership going on. Don't change your attitude or anything like that.
Well said.
Yeah, great advice.
Great advice.
Well, Danette, thank you so much for being with us. Eugene, good luck next year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We've got a few months yet, but I'll look forward to having the privilege of handing you your diploma at the end of the school year. And thanks for volunteering to be a counselor at camp this past year.
Right.
So you enjoy the distinction of being among the first group of counselors. Yes. Deanne, you're amazing. Camp Nova Zest has been a huge success, and I'm just thrilled to see that become a high school transition program as well. So thank you very, very much.
And we couldn't do it without the counselors. They literally provide the support and run the camp. So
Well,
we're very fortunate. And next year, Danette will be a counselor as well, possibly.
Awesome.
Because
All
our
right.
sophomores will get to counsel kids going from 5th to 6th grade.
Great.
Great idea. Well, we're glad all of you joined us. They're giving us the wrap up. Good luck your first year in high school. Good luck to you in your future. And thank you again, Deanne, for
Thank you.
joining us. Don't go away. We've got more stories to share with you.